Good day, America. Big L Next Level Sports have got game doing the update thing featuring Major League Baseball, scores, and more. But hold up. Wait a minute. Let's put the NFL in it with the NFL training camps set to open up in about 24 days or sooner. Let's take a look at this and that. Now check this. The highest paid player in the NFL is Joe Burrow, the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, taking home about $55 million a season. In fact, the quarterback position is the highest paid in the NFL. Should it be? Yes, in some respects. But should the other positions be grossly underpaid? I said that to say this. What a slap in the face that is to the running back position. For it's the running backs that made the NFL what it is today. We the fans were not paying to see the quarterbacks. We were excited about seeing the running backs. Now check this. The highest paid running back is Christian McCaffrey for the Niners, taking home around $16.2 million. What a slap in the face to the NFL running backs that is, and all the positions throughout the league. I'm still waiting on the Players Union to step up and fix this. And yes, y'all keep saying it's not going to happen. Just keep waiting. Fans, I gotta ask you, is it fair? How much should the kicker be paid when he hits that game-winning field goal that sends his team into the championship game and plays like that? It is what it is. Now check this. The quarterback is just like any other player. He's just one play away from being out for the season. Now check this. A prime example was last year when Aaron Rodgers, he got paid stupid money and did nothing. One play, and that was all it took. Gone, out for the season. Game over. Wow, does the Players Union have game? Football is a team sport, so they say, with the quarterback being paid on an average 9 times more money than the running backs. Who would have thought? And the receivers that make the quarterback look good, 1 or 2 of them are getting more than $30 million a season. Fans of the union need to set a league minimum for the players at $20 million and up. Wow, that's a little bit of this and that. Fans, may I say thank you so much for the feedback, and may I ask for your support. Please click on the support the show button and donate $3 a month or more if you got it like that. For you see, Big L Next Level Sports have got game. Let's do the update thing while Major League Baseball have got game. Now check this. The Guardians and O's got it on in Baltimore. The Guardians scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the fourth. They scored 5 more with Ramirez smacking a 3-run jack while the Guardians took out the O's 10-8. Vila is the winner and Irving is the loser. The Phillies went to Detroit and got beat. The Tigers scored 4 in the 5th, and that was all it took. Game over. The Tigers took out the Phillies 4-1. So now, here's the winner. He struck out 7 and pitched 7 scoreless innings. And yes, Suarez is the loser. The Tampa Bay Rays played host to the Mariners, and what a host they were. He scored 1 in the first and 1 in the second. 4 in the 6th, and 3 in the 7th, and 2 more in the 8th, while the Rays took out the Mariners 11-3. Cleansher, here's the winner, and Castillo, here's the loser. To New York we go for the Subway Show. The Yankees and Mets got it on, and who would have thought the Mets would take out the Yankees? Check this. The Mets scored with Ventos slapping a jack in the second, and he came back and smacked another homer in the 4th, while the Mets took out the Yankees 9-7. Nunez is the winner, and Cole is the loser. To Cincinnati we go, and what a show. The Reds played host to the Pirates, and what a host they were. They gave up 10 hits and 9 runs, and Reynolds got another hit, extending his hitting streak to 22 games. Wow, what a major league streak that is. The Pirates scored 3 in the first, and 3 in the third, and 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th, while the Pirates took took out the Reds 9-5. Galler is the winner and Green is the loser. The Toronto Blue Jays went to Boston and beat down the Red Sox, while the Red Sox gave up 7 runs. 3 in the second and 2 more in the fourth, with Guerrero hitting not 1 but 2 doubles, scoring 4 runs, while the Blue Jays took out the Red Sox 9-4. Guzman is the winner and Bello is the loser. Houston we go, and what a show. All the Rockies and Stros got it on. Now check this. The Stros scored 5 in the first, and that was all it took. The Stros took out the Rockies 5-2. Brown is the winner and Como is the loser. Check this. In Chicago, the Dodgers took out the White Sox in the first. Shohei smacked a jack, and what a motivating factor that was. So they thought the White Sox scored 3 in the first, but would score no more, and the Dodgers scored 3 more, and that was all it took, while the Dodgers, featuring Shohei Ohtani, took out the White Sox 4-3. Wow, Peterson is the winner and Flexen is the loser. The Marlins went to Kansas City and took out the Royals, with the Royals leading 1-0. To the top of the 7th we go, and what a show. The Marlins scored twice, and the run that mattered most was scored on an error. Oh my, while the Marlins took out the Royals 2-1. Polk is the winner and Hernandez is the loser. Oh, to Milwaukee we go, and what a show. Milwaukee, the Brew Crew, playing host to the Texas Rangers. The Brewers took out the Rangers 3-1. Now check this. In the 5th, it was all tied at 1-1 until Ortiz smacked a jack, which led to the Brewers taking out the Rangers 3-1. Wilson is the winner and Janey is the loser. Wow. Now check this. All the Cubs went to San Fran and got beat. The Giants scored 2 in the 2nd and 3 in the 8th, taking out the Cubs 5-1. Rogers is the winner and Hendricks is the loser. Oh, to Arizona we go, and what a show. The Diamondbacks and Twins got it on. The Diamondbacks scored 2 in the first and 2 in the second, and that wasn't enough. To the top of the 7th we go, and what a show. The Diamondbacks leading 4-1. Jeffers in the batter's box with 2 on. He smacked a 3-run jack, tying it up at 4-4, and what a motivating factor that was. The D-backs scored the game-winning run in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, Marty hit a single, knocking in the game-winning run. Oh, my. The Diamondbacks took out the Twins 5-4. Jinky is the winner and Alcala is the loser. Oh my, to Anaheim we go, and what a show. The Angels played host to the Oakland A's, and what a host they were. Wow, with the A's leading 2-0 to the bottom of the 4th we go, with the bases fully loaded, and McKee, Monax in the batter's box. The pitch, the hit, it's just a bit outside the park. It's a grand slam, baby. The Angels scored 5 in the 4th and added 2 more, taking out the A's 7-5. Anderson is the winner and Spence is the loser. Oh, my. To San Diego we go, and what a show. The Nationals and Padres got it on. And yes, there was a bench clearing brawl, and what a motivating factor that was. To the bottom of the 6th we go, with the bases fully loaded. Pulfar was back in the batter's box. Oh, my. The pitch, the hit, it's way outside the park. It's a grand slam, baby. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back. While the Padres took out the Nationals 9-7. Mazur is the winner and Gore is the loser. As they say, all's well that ends well. And yes, the Braves and Cardinals were rained out, while Big L Next Level Sports have got game doing the update thing. Hey, may I say, don't wait to donate. Click on support the show. Drop me a dime anytime. $3 or $5 a month. Oh my. Oh wow. Football is coming. I can't wait to shout out you and your team. While Big L Next Level Sports have got game doing the update thing. Email your questions or comments to nextlevelsports57@gmail.com. Have a great day. Big L Next Level Sports.